Now let's talk about the body of the email. Okay. Now there are three sample emails that you can download. Just click on this. Same old procedure. Copy this into your own drive, make a copy, and then you can edit it. And if something goes wrong, you can come back to this particular document and download it again. All right. So let's take a look at the emails, right? But first, let's discuss the most important parts of an email, right? So personalization is the most important part of an email, and then followed by the angle. Those are the two parts that actually make or break your cold email campaign. The subject line, you can just swing with this one, and it's going to work, right? But body is made up of personalization, angle, and the call to action. The call to action, in most cases, it's really simple. Even the signature, you don't have to think about it. So the only main two components that make or break your email campaigns when it comes to cold emails is personalization and angle. Okay. Now, why is personalization important? And we have a separate video for this because it's such an important thing. Okay. But personalization also ensures better inboxing rates, right? Because each email looks a little different in the eyes of the email service providers like Google, Yahoo, Gmail. Like Google is Gmail, but Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, Comcast, and all the other, ESPs or email service providers, it looks different. Each email looks personalized to the other person. And these email providers, because email is very widely used in business, right? So there's a lot of back and forth that happens with email, and they have a lot of data on everybody, right? They may not show it. They may not tell you that they have this data, but 100% they have a lot of data, right? So if somebody's talking about, even a random stranger is talking about their company, their names, and their awards and stuff, the ESPs are going to inbox that email better than any other email that just sends out a spam email, right? Let me show you an example of a spam email, really. And you can do it with your inbox as well. Just check the spam box, and you're going to see that. See, this is no personalization, nothing else, and it's just links all over the email, right? There's no personalization. He doesn't even know my name. He's sending out emails, right? Just adding an unsubscribe link. Now, TubeSwift is a good company. I don't know why they're getting filtered, but they including an unsubscribe link, and they're using SendGrid, right? If you take a look at the bottom left corner, they're using SendGrid to send out these emails, right? They're probably paying good money to send out these emails, but if they're not personalized, they're not ending up in the inbox, right? They're not getting read, and on an average, 50 to 70% open rates are the average that we get if we personalize it and we use the subject line that, like we've mentioned in the previous video. It just gets more responsiveness, and it's a competitive advantage, right? If you get an email from two people, one person actually has taken the time to look at your profiles, LinkedIn, congratulates you about the award that you got, or XYZ, whatever, personalizes the email to you, mentions your name, knows your company, knows what you do, and the other person is just sending out a link that he wants you, or he or she wants you to click. Which email are you going to reply to, or which email will get more attention? Obviously, the one who's done the work, right? So it's a competitive advantage. Now, with cold email, the best part is using the way we show you things. You can literally just send out only 100 emails in a week. That's like 15, 20, less than 20 emails, right around 15 emails a day, and you still get a whole lot of leads because 50-70% open rates are crazy good. Okay, now the body really includes 5 parts. Okay, the salutation, which is hey Sam, hey XYZ, hey Prashant, hey Berkeley, whatever, right? And the first line, or personalization. Now, some people call it first line. We call it personalization. It's the same thing. Okay. Then there's the angle, which we have a separate video for. The call to action, which is in most cases the one that works the best, is if you can hop on a 10-15 minute call with them. It's just the easiest thing to do because nobody wants to click blank links inside the email from people who do not, people they do not know, right? It might work, but if you want to get super high ticket and, great clients, call to action the best call to action really is getting them on a quick call, 10, 15 minutes, right? Build that rapport, congratulate them, and send them your links then, okay? Then personalization, as I said, is the most important thing. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. Now let's take a look at these sample emails, right? And why we do the things that we do. So the subject line could be question about company. Now this subject line worked like gangbusters really because, if I say, this has a negative aspect working for it. So 5 negative reviews about their company posted on Google. Now, this would definitely get anybody's attention if they're a company owner. Nobody wants their bad reviews to be highlighted on Google, right? So something like this. This is for a reputation building company or a reputation repair company, right? Hey, Sam, I was there at the conference ABC and your talk was amazing. Went home and checked your website, but it looks like you have quite a few negative reviews about your services. Now, this is the personalization. Okay, this part is the personalization. This is going over their problems. Okay. Now, I specialize in reputation management, and negative results when somebody Googles your name is very bad for business. I can quickly help you solve this. I've helped XYZ do the same. If it's a competitor or somebody that they know, it's going to carry more weight. But even if you don't have a competitor, you can just mention somebody's name that you've helped. I've helped XYZ do that too. With scale, these problems are inevitable. So what you're doing here is you're telling them that this is not your fault. With scale, these things happen. But not fixing them leads to bad reputation. Okay, got 10 minutes to talk? I'll tell you exactly how to solve this forever. Now, if they have a bad review on Google, this is a killer email. This is absolutely killer. And you can just clone this into your business if you're doing reputation management for people, right? This is one line, one email body, okay? So this is the salutation. Then this is the first line, talking about their problems, personalizing it. Then the angle, then the call to action, then the signature. That's it. Signature should always include. In this, I haven't included the signature because I usually have the entire signature that I've created. Let me just show you what my signature looks like. So this right here is what my signature looks like. This has my pictures, my company, the website, the email, the worldwide phone number, and we have a separate section for the email signature. Okay, if we go down here, this is what you have to include in the signature, right? So before sending it out, you have to include the signature in these emails as well. Okay, these are just sample emails, but you have to have your signature and it has to be correct. Now, the second email is question about company. You can probably tell that I'm fascinated with this subject line, especially because it gets me amazing results. Why wouldn't I be, right? So, hey Ray, your ABC video, whatever the video title is, on LinkedIn is an eye-opener. Now, what I tell them is I looked at your LinkedIn profile and the video is gangbusters. I love it, right? No wonder you got testimonials from A, B, and C, common LinkedIn connections. As I said, if it's people that they know, it carries more weight. I have subscribed to your list for some time, but your emails are far and few. Anyone with so much valuable content should be sharing a lot more. Now, I'm appreciating them and telling them that there is a problem, right? I recently helped ABC in the same industry as yours achieve an extra 15K just by adding an email content amplification strategy. Now, this is my unique angle, right? If you remember the sample email that we did here, the angle has a unique mechanism, right? I helped them achieve 60K in their business using a unique mechanism, right? In this case, I just gave it a name. The unique mechanism is basically something that I learned from Todd Gross. It basically says is if somebody searches for this particular thing, email content amplification, you should be the number one guy telling this, right? Like to give you an example, product launch formula is Jeff Walker. Rich Dad Poor Dad is Robert Kiyosaki. Like Cash Flow Quadrant is the mechanism. Rich Dad Poor Dad is just the book name. Cash Flow Quadrant is the mechanism. It's Robert Kiyosaki. I'm thinking of another example to make it clear. The Ask method is by Ryan Levesque, right? So this is the unique method. If somebody Googles it, you're number one. That just also further solidifies or cements your authority. I guarantee that you're going to get more visitors and sales just by the top 3 ideas I've already done for your company, or I already have for your company, right? So this tells them that I've already done the homework. I have the list of 3 action steps ready. Now, I've already done the work for them, so it's like reciprocation. I have worked hard for them already. Now, I want them to actually just get on a call, to discuss this, right? Can you talk for 10, 15 minutes? And I'll give you the 3 action steps already, okay? So this is already done for them. So it makes sense for them to just maybe hop on a call, 10, 15 minutes. But don't be disappointed if not everybody shows up. That's the name of the game. You probably are good with about 10 to 20% reply rate, really, because, and the range is from 10 to 20. I know it's a big range, but it depends on industries. It depends on emails. There are a lot of factors, but if you keep doing this, it's better than most other marketing methods. And you can get real high ticket clients from this because you're dealing directly with businesses, right? Then the third subject line is your post title, and you can just tell them the post title, right? Again, if you're not sure, this subject line test should only be done once you're hitting the first few $1,000 days easy, right? After that, you test out the subject lines, or if you're comfortable at $300, $400 a day, just test your subject lines with this. Hey Ron, read your post about ABC, whatever they wrote about, and although your take on how nutrition, sleep, and your version of intermittent fasting is incredibly valuable. If I had to do this again, I would just use some more brevity. I would make the sentence shorter because as I was reading through it, it didn't resonate too much. It was like longer sentences, so I would just make it a lot shorter, right? If it's not shown to people who want or need this information, it isn't really doing justice to your skills and the people who need this, right? ABC was in a similar situation too, their competitor or any other brand in their similar industry. And last month, and I got them to get an extra 10,000 extra eyeballs to their content. If nobody sees it, what is the use of creating content or putting in so much effort into it, right? I already have a 5-step plan for your website that I took the liberty of creating. Again, reciprocation, I've already done the work, and all you really have to do is give me 10, 15 minutes, and I will tell you how to fix it. So since I was so fascinated by your approach, a genuine compliment here, the call to action, do you have 10, 15 anytime this week to discuss how we can help you get more visitors? And of course, more visitors is equal to more business. Let me know, Prashant Sharma. Now, this line, as I said, worst case scenario, I'm just comparing what they're going to get if they hop on a call for 10, 15 minutes versus if they don't, right? Because they don't have to get on a call with us. Worst case scenario, you'll waste 10, 15 minutes. More likely, though, is 10,000 more unique visitors. Looking forward to your reply. That's it. That's what the cold email body looks like. Okay. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about personalization. I've gone on and on about personalization. I'm just going to give you an idea of how to get it done and how to do it. Good personalizations, bad personalizations, and ideas, what to look for in profiles before you start writing personalizations. And you shouldn't really be writing it after, the first 20 emails because it's a pain in the butt. So you outsource it, and we have an SOP or standard operating procedure for that. We give it to you. You can outsource it for real cheap. And I'm going to show you everything that needs to be done to make your cold email campaigns work really, really well. And for this video, my favorite word has been gangbusters. So I'm going to just repeat that, how to make your emails or cold email campaigns work like gangbusters. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.